Could you imagine living in a life in a complete isolation where you have no voice, you have no control what or even when you're going to eat, you have no say on if you're going to get to mate, when you get to go to sleep, or even what activities you can participate in during the day? Animals that are placed in beauty tests and labs go through this on a daily basis. According to an article from Animals in Science, nearly 25 million animals are used in biomedical experimentation and cosmetic testing. Some of these painful procedures include poisoning for toxicity testing, burning of the skin, maiming, and even blindness. Many of us had pets or animals that have made a significant impact on our life. Could you imagine if these were the animals that we place into testing labs and that we place into isolation and even constant fear? I'm here to tell my audience to stop using cosmetics that are tested on animals and to petition to create a new law to put an end to animal cruelty. There is a definite problem that animals are facing. They are being forced unwillingly to put through some torturing tests. With a law put in place to end this kind of testing, more animals will be able to live their lives freely. Also, animal testing is unethical, it's not always effective, and society is not in need for new makeup, soap, conditioner, shampoo, etc., to where we have to risk the lives of these animals. Like I said before, it is unethical to sentence animals to a lifetime in a laboratory to perform terrifying procedures. A scientific journal written by Stephanie Luce, The Ethics of Animal Experimentation, states that animals have equal rights to their freedom just as humans do, and that people should not treat animals only as tools to help further our knowledge. For example, some rabbits that are placed into these labs never get to see sunlight or breathe fresh air, and many of them don't even have names, instead just numbers. They would be called like rabbit number 32 or rabbit number 100. Since humans have the right to opt out of these kind of experiments, we should treat animals the same way. Putting an end to animal testing would provide animals with the same rights as humans in the aspects of beauty testing. In the same article written by Stephanie Liu, some people argue that animals do have more rights and some humans do have more rights than animals, and that the benefits that we gain from animal testing make up for the harm that is caused to these animals during these painful procedures. And now that we have seen that putting animals through experiments and lab testing against their will is unethical, what other problems do you think occur with animal testing? Majority of the tests that beauty products use on animals do not provide the same results when performed on humans. Therefore, most of these tests and procedures are ineffective. According to an article written by Asia Adkar, animals and humans have similar traits and behaviors, but our bodies react differently to these drugs and experiments than the animals. Nearly 92% of the time, the products used on animals provides an alternate result when tested or when used on humans. This means that the suffering that we put the animals through is not even worth it majority of the time. These experiments would be more effective if we tested these products on other humans who volunteer or are willing to participate, opposed to animals that are forced into these painful procedures. And although 92% of the tests are ineffective, some people still believe that 8% does make it worth it. And that 8% does provide accurate results on both humans and animals. In addition to being cruel and ineffective, animal testing can also be useless. There are already hundreds of other makeup, eyeshadow, shampoos, conditioners, etc. That if companies stopped creating new formulas to test on animals, we would still have so many other options to choose from. Just think, when you go to a grocery store or a cosmetic store, a drugstore, a corner store, there's shelves full of nail polishes, makeup, hairbrushes, shampoo, conditioners. We have unlimited options already. Should people stop testing on animals? Is an article that proves that consumers are not limited to the amount of beauty products out there. There are so many products that have approved formulas that did not already test on animals. Even if we did keep the same formulas for the products that did test on animals, we could stop testing on them and still continuously provide that same formula for these products, instead of making new ones where we have to continuously test on animals. So, like I said, we do have hundreds of products to choose from so so that the human population would not suffer if we stopped producing products that tested on animals. This is an important point because it provides the consumers with options to their cosmetics and beauty products. It is obvious that there is a problem with testing on animals unwillingly, and something needs to be done about it. Informing more friends and family about this concern to stop buying beauty products that test on animals and boycott animal testing. This will send a message to the companies that create these products that the consumers want products that will not put animals in harm's way. Some of the well-known companies that test on animals are L'Oreal, Johnson & Johnson, Clorox, Head & Shoulders, Herbal Essence, and Dove. There's so many more, but these are just the main ones that many people use on a daily basis. And now that we've seen that animal testing should be put to an end, this would provide a better life for these animals, and we can start visualizing the amount of freedom these animals would be capable of if they were not confined to these labs and cages that they're kept in these labs. Imagine a world where we live in where humans and animals were held on the same level. Humans would not be able to decide if they wanted children or not, or what they wanted to eat, or when they even get to eat. And they are permanently separated from their family and friends and placed into isolation and forced to participate in frightening experiments that could potentially hurt them and even kill them. If we ended animal testing, we could give animals their rights back that they rightfully deserve. Now that we've seen why animal testing should be put to an end, and reasons why it's cruel, not always effective, and unnecessary, we can discuss what steps we should take in order to put this evil process to an end. First off, we need to stop buying beauty products that test on animals. I encourage everyone to sign a petition that I will provide and will send to government officials to create a law that puts an end to animal testing. This is a critical matter, and just one signature can go a long way. Thank you.